Hey everyone. Before I start race number 15 of season 2 of the DRL Red Bull GT series, today is going to be a very emotional day for me as far as this race is concerned because today would have been my stepmom Laura McCoy's 72nd birthday here on today, October 5th, 2023. But as you all know, for some of you that don't know, my stepmom died about to be 3 years coming up this month here in October. And, I really do miss her a lot. Um, and so I'm going to dedicate this race to my stepmom because she was the main reason where am I at today as far as, as a person, as a kid, and all that. So I hope you guys respect the reason why I'm doing this tribute race and also a points paying event for this series. And I'm going to ask everybody in the PCSRA President's chat not to roast me throughout the entire month of October. So please respect my wishes and all that. So, yeah. So, with that being said, let's get ready to start today's race, race number 15 of season 2 of the DRL Red Bull GT series from Texas. And hello, everybody, and welcome here to Season 2 of the DRL Red Bull GT Series, round number 15 from the Lone Star State of Texas Motor Speedway. After this race, we only have 11 more races left to go until we determine who will be the drivers that are going to compete for the championship. As Byron Webb is on the pole position, Andrew Williams on the pole for the Jaguars. Byron Webb is also the Viper pole sitter. Pole sitter for the Mustangs is Josh Harmon, and Sean are also the pole sitter for the Corvette class. Funny thing, all four of our pole sitters in the first two rows. Prudence Martindale is still your points leader by 21 points over Addison Peterson. Riley Pearson is still third, 27 back. Byron Webb moved up 4 spots after his good run last week at Sonoma. He is fourth. Jessie Art's been moving her way through the points table in the last couple of weeks. She is tied with Tatiana Guerra for fifth. They are 43 points out of the lead. Kyle Langland, who had a bad race at Sonoma, dropped all the way to 7th place. 44 points back. 49 points back is Cody Smart, who's 8th. David Heller is 9th, 51 points back. And Titan Nichols complete the top 10. We're going to go ahead and get this race started. Yeah. Today is going to be an emotional day for me because this is an emotional day for me. I don't know if you all know this, but coming up this month, since we're in October, I cannot believe we're already in October as of this recording, but I'm dedicating this DRL Red Bull GT Series race, the 15th race of the season, to my late stepmom. If you don't know why, please watch the earlier part before I began this race that I came out of commercial from. So there you go. Going to be 51 laps of racing. This is, by the way, the hometown race of Sean and Jessie Art, who live not too far away from the track. Sean Art starts in 4th. Let's see where little Sis starts, somewhere towards mid-pack. So we'll see how that goes as 33 of the best GT drivers about to take on the Lone Star State for 51 laps of racing. Pit strategy played a part last week at Sonoma with no cautions. Cautions are turned back on for this race. What kind of race will we see here today? We're going to find out in 51 laps time. The Laura McCoy race is underway here at Texas Motor Speedway. That is going to be the name of the race because, as I said, today is October 5th, 2023, as of this recording that you're seeing this. And I'm also going to say this in this video as well. If anyone tries to quote unquote roast me in the president's chat, since I will be closing to roast in the month of October, you will probably get a penalty from me. So just please be on your best behavior as far as that's concerned. As we have a wreck in the back, I heard skid marks in the back. Pace car's out. Oh my God, we have had a big wreck. Brandon Nelson's in it. Titan Nichols, Brooke Packett, Addison Peterson, second in points involved. Quentin Morris caught up in it. Kyle Langland. Oh, he got hit by Zachary Taylor for some reason. Not sure what that was all about. Samad Oskin is involved. Cody Smart. Boy, David Heller got a piece of it, I believe. Yeah, he's got some rear end damage on his machine. Well, that did not take long at all for the first incident of the day to take place on the second lap of the race. Byron Webb will be the leader for the Vipers and overall. Leading the Corvettes is Logan Williams, who made that pass. Jaguar leader is Razor Callaghan, and leading the Mustangs will be Riley Pearson. But let's jump back, look at a replay to see what in the world happened to bring out our first caution here at Texas Motor Speedway. Well, you know what they say in Texas, everything is bigger in Texas. Well, this wreck was even bigger. As they say, 4 wide here. Sean Hart started dropping back. Got put in a 4 wide situation with Samad Oskin. Looks like Addison Peterson got a bit tight. Got shoved up in the Samad Oskin, courtesy of Annie Crenshaw. Down in the Titan Nichols. And pick your favorite driver to find out how they get through this wreck. Tell you what, Reggie Fogelman did a good job. And then Kyle Langland, the track just becomes completely blocked. Somebody jacked up Zachary Taylor and sent him upside down. Cody Smart was the one that gave David Heller the rear damage. And look at Taylor going for a wild ride. Zachary Taylor, that is. Good night, Mary and Joseph. Let's see. Makes contact with Kyle Langland. That's how Langland got a piece of it. And I believe Zachary Taylor is going to hit Brandon Nichols. There's where Brooke Packett hits Zachary Taylor and just sent his Jaguar upside down. And there's a shot there by Cody Smart and David Heller. A lot of cars involved in this wreck. Brandon Nichols, Titan Nichols, Brandon Nelson. Brandon Nelson's had a rough season ever since taking over that ride from Nathan Orman. I don't think Addison Peterson got a whole lot of damage, but remember, she came in this race second in points, and the gal that she was trying to run down for the points lead, Prudence Martindale, got through, and then Zachary Taylor apparently runs into Kyle Langland for some reason. I'm not entirely sure what that was all about. I bet Kyle Langland didn't deserve that, if you ask me. And Langland came as race 7th in points after a tough race last week at Sonoma, and he's already going to be out of the race. And I'm trying to see if there was anything else that happened that I missed when these cars were coming back to the yellow. So let's stay on the replay here. Cody Smart just came to pit road. I don't know if anything else happened. Let's double check. There's Samad Oskin. His day looks like to be done. So that's what brought out the first caution of the day. Let's get to the restart here at Texas. Green flag about to be back in the air here at Texas Motor Speedway as we are wrapping up our first caution of the day for a big accident that took place off turn number 2 and down the back straightaway. Byron Webb is the overall leader and the current race leader, as we're going to have some lap traffic that's going to cause an issue. That would be Cody Smart and Brooke Packett. Logan Williams is the leader for the Corvette class. Not too far behind him is Jesse Hart, who's running 3rd overall, 2nd in class. Razor Callaghan, as I mentioned, is the Jaguar leader. Andrew Williams not too far behind him in 2nd in class, 5th overall. Alexander Underwood is in 6th. 7th is Riley Pearson, the leader of the Mustang class. I believe that is, all 4 of our classes. Yep, Viper, Chevy, Jaguar. Yep, I was correct. Tatiana Guerra is 8th. Bradley Ream 9th. Zachary Fitzwater 10th. 11th is Jeffrey Finguy. 12th, Christopher Bright. 13th, Josh Harmon. 14th, Annie Crenshaw. And Angel Gutierrez in 15th. Sean Art will restart in the 16th position. As I mentioned, Cody Smart and Brooke Packett are a lap down. Drivers out after that incident. They are the 5, of Summit Oskin, Zachary Taylor, and Kyle Langland. I'm not entirely sure why Taylor ran in the back of Langland while they were leaving the scene of the accident, but wouldn't matter anyway because, well, they're both out of the race. So Kyle Langland, that's 2 weeks in a row for him. He's had troubles, and Zachary Taylor came in this race 12th in points after a bad result at Sonoma. This was not the result he wanted. And Summit Oskin, who came into this race as we have a lead change. Logan Williams just took the race lead. I'm trying to find Summit Oskin. He was 26 in points, so he could not afford a bad finish here today. Logan Williams, 28th in points, leading this race in the Corvette, the overall Corvette leader, and the overall race leader. Logan's had a very struggling season here in the DRL Red Bull GT Series in his second season. His driver, Razor Callaghan, now in second and leading the Jaguar class. Riley Pearson's leading the Mustang class and the overall and in third overall. Sorry. And Frank's favorite queen, Tatiana Guerra, now in the lead of the race for the Viper class. Are we under caution? Yes, we are under caution. We've had a wreck in turn number 3, and it's Annie Crenshaw involved. Our caution, our second of the day. We're only on lap number 10. Looked like that was a solo car spin because you can see the skid marks entering turn number 3. Well, let's jump back and see what happened to Annie Crenshaw to bring out our second caution of the day. 2 quick yellows very early in this race here at Texas. Well, Annie Crenshaw's really had a rough season so far, way down in the points table. And this is not what she needed in this regard. Let's see. She runs a little bit high off a 2 here. And that's kind of common with the AI cars here at Texas. Looks like she got into Quentin Moore. Was that Q-Man? Yes, it was. And then I think Kyler Anderson's going to sideswipe. Is that Kyler? Yeah, it was Kyler. Sideswipe there. And then, ironically, Cody Smart finishes the job and makes contact with his female driver, ironically enough, who drive for him in the PCS array. Sent her around, and is she going to get the wall? Nope, she did a 360, continued on her merry little way. Or Packett did a great job missing the 7-Eleven Mustang there. And Annie Crenshaw, who has had a pretty messy season so far, 27th in points. Boy, didn't need this, but as long as she kept the car going, she's still in the race, so that's what brought out our second caution of the day. Let's jump to the restart here at Texas Motor Speedway. Back here at Texas Motor Speedway, as we're about to get set to go back to green after our second caution of the day with Annie Crenshaw bouncing off 3 cars like a pogo stick that you play out in the park. Logan Williams, still your race leader. Nobody out of the race from that incident. Annie Crenshaw did change 4 tires, so she's back in the race. So Logan Williams, still your race leader, and leading the Corvette class, by the way. Leading the Jaguar class is Razor Callaghan, who's second. Third is Riley Pearson, leading the Mustang class. And Andrew Williams, fourth. Fifth is Tatiana Guerra, who's leading the Jaguar, or the Viper class, sorry. 6th is Jesse Art. 7th is Alexander Underwood, Byron Weber, Polsitter. 8th, Zachary Fitzwater. 9th, and Gutierrez, 10th. 11th is Bradley Ream, Josh Harmon, 12th. Jeffrey Fengai, 13th. Prudence Martindale, the points leader, 14th. With Sean Art now in 15th. Will Parrish, Emma Kaiser, Reggie Fogelman, Skylar Taylor, and David Heller complete your top 20. Tima Mauser, Brandon Nelson, Titan Nichols, Quentin Moore, Kyler Anderson, the top 25. Then it's Christopher Bright, Annie Crenshaw, Cody Smart, and Brooke Packett are off the lead lap as mentioned. And Addison Peterson has taken her car back behind a wall. Looks like a suspension failure. will take her out, and that's the driver who was trying to run down Martindale for the points lead. So 2 weeks in a row, Addison Peterson has run into trouble. And unfortunately, this is going to be a big hit for her as we head into next week's race. Which, by the way, next week we're heading to Loudon, New Hampshire, which will be a 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time race from the Magic Mile of Loudon. I will be getting a different version of Loudon, so it's not a demolition derby. So, just giving you guys that heads up right now. Logan Williams, currently your race leader. Logan Williams looking for his first win of his DRL Red Bull GT Series career. If I'm not mistaken, I don't think Logan or Andrew Williams have won in the DRL Red Bull GT Series, and the caution is out for the third time today. A lot of people are asking me, why are we having these cautions this early in the race? I think it's because with the sun out and these drivers are just slip sliding around. That's why the yellow flag is out. Let's see who brought out the yellow. David Heller again. Christopher Bright's involved. Annie Crenshaw, second incident in a row for her. Brandon Nelson doing that weird little glitch right there. He was the reason for the caution. I don't know if Titan Nichols was involved, but we'll look at that in just a second. As Logan Williams leads us to our third caution, let's jump back, look at a replay to see what exactly happened here to Brandon Nelson and others, as we have now had 3 cautions, not even to the halfway mark here at Texas. You know, the one part I hate about whenever I do an NR race is dealing with lap traffic. That is exactly what happened to bring out this third caution of the day. Brooke Packett was off the pace due to being involved in the first incident. And as she was trying to get herself out of harm's way, looks like Titan Nichols got the wall and comes down in the Brooke Packett, got Brandon Nelson. That's what spun David Heller around. And then right there is where Annie Crenshaw is going to get her damage. Kyler Anderson gets the outside retaining wall. I can say this for Sean Art, if you're watching this, you got your carnage at your home race. Congratulations. And Christopher Bright just runs in the back of the Army Chevy Corvette of David Heller. So nothing at fault for Brooke Packett, but it was kind of Titan Nichols just washed up the racetrack just after the restart. And unfortunately collected a number of drivers who really did not need to be involved in this wreck. As the yellow's out for the third time today, let's jump back to the restart here at Texas Motor Speedway. Just received the 1 to go signal for these drivers. Gonna go green flag racing next time by. Top 2 have not changed. Logan Williams, Riley Pearson in second, Razor Callaghan in third. So basically the top 4 has not changed. In that retrospect, same with Jesse Art. Gutierrez is now 6th. Alexander Underwood 7th. Tatiana Gora 8th. Bradley Reed 9th. And Byron Webb complete the top 10. Logan Williams is the leader of the Corvette class. Mustang leader is Riley Pearson. Razor Callaghan the leader for the Jaguars. And Alexander Underwood is now the leader of the Viper class. Drivers out of the race, that was Brooke Packett and Brandon Nelson out of the race. They join Addison Davidson, Samad Oskid, Zachary Taylor, and Kyle Langland, who have gone behind the wall. David Heller has now gone 1 lap down. With 24 drivers on the lead lap, 27 still in this race, and we haven't even gotten to the halfway point of this race. Like to remind everyone, next week is going to be a double header on the channel, and I'll go ahead and explain that in a minute as we are back to green here at Texas Motor Speedway. I mentioned next week is going to be Loudon, New Hampshire. That will be on the same day. We're going to have the Gatorade Duels at Daytona International Speedway. It's only for the 2023 roster drivers for the Monster Energy Series, as Riley Pearson's going to go for the race lead. And of course, this Sunday at noon or 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, we're going to have Daytona 500 pole qualifying. Of course, the season already came to an end this past weekend in Toronto, which is good news there. Razor Callaghan has now taken the lead from his team owner, Logan Williams. Gutierrez is now the leader of the Corvette class. Callaghan comes in his race 14th in the points. This is a much-needed run from Callaghan. Didn't do so hot last week. Jesse Art battling with Logan Williams. I believe that is for the second position. It is. Second position in class. As Gutierrez just got the wall there. Looked like his car got a bit tight there and unfortunately just washed up the track, and that's going to allow Logan Williams, the DRL president, to go by, and he's now going to be the leader for the Corvette lead. As Razor Callaghan has now taken the race, is now still your race leader. And the caution's out. We've had a wreck in the back. And that's Gutierrez. He was running third at the time. Oh, look out. And just as we get to the halfway point, the caution flag comes out one more time. We'll be past the halfway point of this race, but that's a shame for Gutierrez. Was running in the top 5 when that happened, so at least he's going to continue on racing. That's the good news there. Caution's out for the 4th time today here at Texas. Let's jump back, look at a replay to see what happened to Angel Gutierrez. Well, this has been a common theme so far this race, where drivers have troubles coming off of turn number 2. See, Gutierrez is well out of the groove, way up in no man's land. And looks like he's going to get the wall off of 2. Who is he going to bounce off of? I'm going to say Jesse Art, and I was correct. And it looks like Jesse Art's going to slap the wall right there. That's going to give Jesse Art some right side damage on her Corvette. As looks like Gutierrez spun and nicked the inside wall with the front end of his GMAC Chevy Corvette. But how we got away with only a 1-car incident, I will never know. But that's a tough break for Gutierrez. Was running in 3rd at the time of this incident, and he's going to be somewhere in the 20s as a result of that. That's what brought out our caution, our 4th of the day. Let's jump back to the restart here at Texas. Getting ready to go back to green flag racing here as we're just past the halfway mark here in today's race at Texas. We've already had a whopping 4 cautions in this race. As we're going to restart on lap number 29 of 51. That would give us a total of 23 laps of racing to go. Callaghan is the leader, and the Jaguar leader, Corvette leader, is still Logan Williams, a novel concept. Jaguar leader now, or Jaguar second place will be Andrew Williams. Bradley Ream is now the new race leader for the Mustangs, and Will Parrish is now the leader for the Viper class. Of course, all 4 of our class leaders are inside the top 6. Nobody out of the race from that incident. Only 6 drivers out of the race in the garage area. 5 due to accidents. 1 due to a mechanical failure in Addison Peterson. As I mentioned, Addie came as race second in points. She was trying to run down Prudence Martindale for the points lead. Where is Prudence Martindale, you ask? 15th right now. And Riley Pearson is ahead of Prudence, so maybe Riley Pearson can close in on some points on Prudence Martindale heading into before we head off to next week's race at Loudon, which I was actually getting ready to mention. We're going to have a busy race week. Of course, this Sunday I was getting ready to talk about before the caution came out. That will be Daytona 500 pole qualifying. The catch is it's only going to be for drivers from the 2023 roster for the Monster Energy Series, plus Annie Crenshaw. That would be I'm actually going to look up the time, as looks like Logan Williams is going to go for the race lead. It looks like Logan Williams is going to get the lead, take the lead. It'll be at 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time for the Daytona 500 pole qualifying. Then, of course, Thursday will be our busiest day at noon Eastern Time. Will be our next race of the DRL Red Bull GT Series from Loudon. I may actually put it to Wednesday, which that's what I'm probably going to do, is have it on Wednesday. It'll be next Wednesday at 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, just to give some drivers that are in this series to get down to Daytona to get ready for the Gatorade duels you'll see Thursday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then Saturday night will be the Daytona 500, which will be 70 laps. And that race will be taking part at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time on a Saturday night. So I hope you will be with us for that race. Where in the world did Skylar Taylor come from? She's already up to third right now, passing Andrew Williams. Bradley Ream in a 3-wide situation. Going to lose that spot to Riley Pearson and Tatiana Guerra. As we're starting to get a green flag run going, which is nice. Oh, Tatiana Guerra just got the wall, just held up Bradley Ream and Riley Pearson. Well, Parrish going to go by. Meanwhile, Logan Williams enjoying that clean air, trying to look for his first win in the DRL Red Bull GT Series. Next time by on lap number 37, we're going to do a silent lap to pay tribute to my stepmom, Laura. Sean Art's not having a good run, unlike his sister. So as Logan Williams comes off turn number 4, join me for our silent lap at Texas. And we thank you for the silent lap as far as that's concerned. And the caution is out for the 5th time today. Boy, we've had more cautions than crazy. It looks like an incident in turn number 3. And it looks like it might be Will Parrish, who was having a great run going as he's coming to pit road. And I believe he is the only one. Up, Zachary Fitzwater's got some rear end damage. And I have a feeling him and Will Parrish had something to do with that incident. As caution is out for the 5th time today, let's jump back, look at a replay to see what brought out this caution with Will Parrish and Zachary Fitzwater. Well, let's see what happened here with Will Parrish, who was running in 7th at the time of this incident. Not surprising, he was another driver that had troubles getting up a bit high and out of the racetrack. Looks like he's going to get the wall, come down into Zachary Fitzwater, and there was another car involved. That was Byron Webb, our pole sitter. And Will Parrish is going to slap that inside wall pretty hard. There's the damage to Zachary Fitzwater. He was having a good run, running in the top 15 all day. And that is why the 5th caution of the day came out, was a wreck between 3 drivers, Fitzwater, Parrish, and Webb. That's a big shame for all 3 of those drivers. Byron Webb was running 13th at the time. Fitzwater was running 11th at the time. So that's what brought out the 5th caution of the day. Let's hope this rest of the race does not become a demolition derby, which is becoming, as we will get you back to the restart here at Texas. Approaching the 1 to go signal here at Texas Motor Speedway. We'll be at 10 laps of racing to go to finish up today's caution-filled race that none of us had coming. I really wish they bring this regular track back in real life, to be quite honest with you, because there's nothing wrong with Texas. And no, we do not need a super speedway Texas. So Logan Williams is the race leader. 2nd, Skylar Taylor. Williams is, by the way, the Corvette leader. Skylar Taylor is now the new leader for the Jaguar class. 3rd is Razor Callaghan. Andrew Williams, 4th. 2nd is Jesse Art in the Corvette class. Viper leader is Tatiana Guerra. She is in 6th. Mustang leader is Riley Pearson, who is running in 7th. 8th is Alexander Underwood, Timo Mauser 9th, and Bradley Ream is 10th. So nobody out of the race. We only have 23 on the lead lap, 27 still in the race. Looks like Will Parrish had that long pit stop and end up falling a lap down. And, you know, since we're inside of 10 to go and all restarts are single file, Will Parrish will be 1 lap down. So that is a tough break for him. As I hit my damn chair. As my stupid TV is effed up. There we go. Skylar Taylor just lost the Jaguar lead to Razor Callaghan, and as soon as I say that, she retakes it back. So Tatiana Guerra coming up here. And where did Timo Mauser come from in that 12 car? Good run for Timo. Anybody causing any issues back here? Looks like the answer is no. Tough break for Christopher Bryden drivers. Hope everybody enjoyed this chaotic race we've had here at Texas. Next week will be the race at Loudon. Of course, that will be a race that'll be next Wednesday, not next Thursday, because we will have the Munster Energy Series have their Gatorade duels on Thursday, next Thursday at 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, which I hope you will tune in for that. And then the Daytona 500 following suit. And we're under caution for the 6th time here at Texas. Who brought it this year? Oh, big wreck. Sean Art's in it. Jeffrey Finguy involved. Emma Kaiser, who was having a great run. David Heller again. Quentin Moore. Titan Nichols. Fitzwater's in it. We've had a big wreck. And Josh Harmon's involved. And Harmon ended up staying out of trouble all day and unfortunately got caught up in somebody else's mess. All right, let's jump back, look at a replay, and see what brought out this 6th and hopefully our final caution of the day here at Texas. Well, this is a shame for Emma Kaiser, who was having a great run going until this happened. And looks like just got up in the safer or outside retaining wall, bounced off the points leader, Prudence Martindale. Gonna bounce off Riley Pearson. And looks like Andrew Williams gets a piece of it. Reggie Fogelman missed this crash. Sean Art had nowhere to go. Alexander Underwood got involved. So did Josh Harmon. And looks like we had the big one, too, that took place. Jeffrey Finguy nowhere to go into the muscle milk machine of Emma Kaiser. Sean Art, who had a great day going in his home race. Josh Harmon got drilled. I think that was by Zachary Fitzwater. Oh, he got 2 shots here. The first shot he's going to get. Byron Webb missed that wreck. Looks like Quentin Moore. Yep, Quentin Moore. And got Titan Nichols. Shot 2 by Zachary Fitzwater. Tore the right front fender off of Fitzwater's machine. And then the rest of these drivers slowing down. And Christopher Bright going to run into Sean. A lot of cars all torn up. There's Quentin Moore. His day is more than likely going to be done. So that's what brought out our final caution of the day. Let's get you the restart to finish off today's race here at Texas. Looks like we're going to have a green-white checkered to finish off today's race here at Texas Motor Speedway. Green first, white and checker. If the caution comes out before the white flag, the race will end under the yellow since we're past the red flag race distance. But Logan Williams, the Corvette leader and overall leader. Skylar Taylor, the Jaguar leader, is 2nd. 3rd is Razor Calican. Tatiana Guerra, the Viper leader, in 4th. Jesse Art, 5th. Timo Mauser, the Jaguar, running in 6th. Riley Pearson, the Mustang leader, in 7th. Angel Gutierrez, 8th. Prudence Martindale, 9th. And Reggie Fogelman complete the top 10. Nice run for Reggie Fogelman. A well-needed run from him so far. Drivers out, and there were a lot of them in this incident. They were Emma Kaiser, Jeffrey Finguy, Zachary Fitzwater, Josh Harmon, Quentin Moore, Titan Nichols. Out of the race from that incident, they joined Brandon Nelson, Brooke Packett, Addison Peterson, Samad Oskin, Zachary Taylor, and Kyle Langland, who've been behind the wall for quite some time. As we're getting set to go green flag racing here. Oh boy, had an earthquake in Moroccan. That's not good. As we're green flag racing here at Texas, green, white, checker. That was a big jump there for Logan Williams as he got a good restart. Needed that good restart to hopefully score his first win of the season. Like I said, a driver who's struggling in the points table needs a good run. Next time by, we're going to be coming to get the white flag here at Texas one more time around here in the Lone Star State. There it is. Next flag means we will just race it back to the checker flags regardless of a yellow flag rearing its ugly head. Can Skylar Taylor do something about it? No is the answer. A little squabble for the overall lead, or for the class lead back there. But off of turn number 4, the DRL president, Logan Williams, finally gets his first DRL Red Bull GT Series win at Texas. Skylar Taylor will win for Team Jaguar. The Mustang winner will go to Reggie Fogelman. And once again, Prudence Martindale wins. Or who won for the Vipers? Viper winner looks like it went to Byron Webb. Nope, went to Tatiana Guerra. So Frank has got a class win. How about that for him? Looks like standings are official, and indeed they are. So Logan Williams, the overall winner. This is going to be big points for him. Needed a good win today after the struggles he's had. Skylar Taylor will settle for second and take the win for the Jaguar class. Skylar came into this race. Where is she in points? She came into this race 21st in the points. So this was not only a bounce back run, but a great victory in class for Skylar. Gutierrez will get third after last week was a dismal race. This week is a much better one. Came as race 30th in points, so he'll definitely be pleased with that. Reggie Fogelman fourth. Reggie Fogelman, of course, was 34th in the points. He's not only going to pass Brandon Nelson, he's also going to pass Dylan Matthews because he was like 35th for most of the season, well, ever since he got to replace Dylan Matthews. So there you go. Prudence Martindale will get 5th. She'll definitely keep the points lead after a number of drivers had troubles today. Timo Mauser will get 6th. 7th will go to Riley Pearson, who will be 2nd in points leaving today. Jessie Art, 8th. Great run for her in her home race. Tatiana Guerra will be happy with the win in the Viper class in 9th, and Razor Callaghan will complete the top 10. Top 15 was completed by Byron Webb, Andrew Williams, Bradley Ream, Kyler Anderson, and Alexander Underwood. How ironic. Bradley Reams is 2 drivers finishing right behind him. That's ironic, if you ask me. So, yeah. We had 17 cars finish the race on the lead lap. Annie Crenshaw was the last of them. Will Parrish, Cody Smart, Christopher Bright, David Heller were all 1 lap down. As you look on down through the remainder of the finishing results, everybody else finished out of the race, 12 to be exact. Emma Kaiser, Jeffrey Fengai, Zachary Fitzwater, Josh Harmon, Quentin Moore, Titan Nichols, Brandon Nelson, Brooke Packett, Addison Peterson, Samad Oskin, Zachary Taylor, and Kyle Langland. But that is going to do it here at Texas Motor Speedway. To honor my stepmom, Laura, it goes to Logan Williams, who will take the win here today at Texas. Boy, the points are going to be mighty shaken up heading into next week at Loudon, New Hampshire. Hope you guys enjoyed today's race. If you did, be sure to give this video a like, subscribe to become part of the PCS Race Crew today. We've shown your full finish results. I'll hope to show you your point standings. They will actually be down in the description with your rookie points and your class points heading into next week at Loudon. Until then, I've been DDVille signing off. RIP Laura McCoy. I love you, Mom. As you've been watching another broadcast of PCS Ray TV and the DRL Red Bull GT Series, as the PCS Ray, we are the best at our racing since 2017. Sayonara from Texas Motor Speedway.